Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
We're very excited to both be, having his children.
This news is only raising eyebrows. In an announcement that many social media users are calling a hoax, an OnlyFans model named Jade, aka JadeTeen, said she and her mom Dani were impregnated by YouTuber Nick Yardy.
Oh my God. So I will explain in a second why this is fake, but you are such a loser if you have to do one of these announcements. Stupid Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips began this whole trend where everybody has to speak out about how we're going to have a kid or whatever. You're all a bunch of tramps.
2 weeks apart. She shared in a February 18th YouTube video with Dani and Nick.
We're both welcoming Nick's children. She's going to be having Nick Jr. Aww.
That's her mom.
Honey. And I'm going to be having Nicole.
And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. They're constantly touching their baby bump. And a lot of times, I don't see pregnant women always holding their baby bump. And why are they doing that? Because, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, especially the mom, she's faking it. Listen to this sound effect right here. Listen to this. And I'll go back to the news clip, but listen to this. Listen to this baby bump when she touches her belly. It sounds like a basketball.
Pregnant again, but it's
yeah, no belly should sound like a basketball. You hear that? She's lying. They're a bunch of cloud-chasing losers.
Pregnant again, but it's a miracle.
I've never heard a woman when she touches her belly to sound like, that she's, playing basketball.
We're very
they do like balls.
Excited to both be, having his children. We're excited to welcome 2 new members of the family and having
what a weird family that is.
A baby alongside my mom is the most exciting and beautiful thing.
This is terrible porn acting. Like, I was on YouTube last night. And the acting is just because I can't go on Pornhub or SpankBank because of the, the whole putting in your ID. I'm not giving an adult entertainment website my ID.
I could have never expected it.
According to Jade, she's expecting a baby girl named Nicole, while Dani is pregnant with a baby boy who they will call Nick Jr.
I am not trying to sound rude at all. There was a girl I worked with named Micah, and it's not Micah, but the girl looks like Micah, and it's very weird.
Dani added that they both have a little over a month left before giving birth, but not everyone is buying their narrative. After all, Nick...
No one is. They're all a bunch of fakes. They have sex on camera for a living. They're not very credible. I've hung out with a lot of porn stars in radio. Never got laid, but I've hung out with a lot of them. They're damaged goods.
Nick often stars in comedy skits with OnlyFans models. One YouTuber accused Nick, who has over 3.4 million subscribers on his channel, of doing anything to go viral.
I mean, I did subscribe to him. I was pretty interested in this fake life. Listen, I've had moments, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I got my friend Nick here laughing in the background. I got quite the audience. I don't mind going viral sometime. It's cool. But you also don't want to force it. You don't want to be a phony. Remember the Jensen Carp guy that claimed he had Cinnamon Toast Crunch and he had a shrimp tail in it or whatever? Sometimes going viral can blow up in your face.
Writing, I call BS on this. Commenters also noted how a hollow sound could be heard when Dani pats her stomach in the video.
So that's the news clip about it. Now, in true happy hour fashion, I'm going to break it down and ridicule it.
We've all been together now for almost 2 years. Yeah, like a year and a half.
A little bit over a year and a half.
All of us.
Why is it always the male porn star sounds so stupid?
Me and Nick started our relationship before, but we really only count now what's been the 3 of us because that's what really matters.
Well, now...
God, I mean, the mom's probably close to menopause, even though if she's having a kid, even though she's not. I mean, she's early 40s, but that's got to be a lot of headaches at one time of the month, every month.
5 of us. 5 now.
That's why I'm not jealous of people that are in polyamorous relationships. Like, you got to deal with twice the period anger.
Well, now 5 of us. 5 now.
They have a cat on the couch, and the cat's like, "Get me away from him."
So, Nick and Nicole gets here.
How is life since going viral? It says on the screen.
Life since going viral it's been fun, and
been having a lot of sex, whatever.
The best part about it for me is the fact that we inspired so many people.
Who are you inspiring? You're lying that you're pregnant because you have nothing because you're just one of the 10 million porn stars out there. No one's inspired by you.
And so in new relationships, a lot of guys reached out to me. And a lot of guys that's been doing this for a while as well.
What, faking pregnancies?
With the mother and daughter. So it's just been a beautiful thing to see people living their truth. And being
There's nothing truthful about you. You're a hack and you're a liar. And also, I love this new era where everybody wants to get pregnant. I almost got both of my exes pregnant and it was frightening.
happy.
It really has been. It's amazing to be able to share our love and inspire others to try out like an unconventional relationship style because
Yeah, let's just start dating her girlfriend and her mom. See how that works, honey.
you know,
There's nothing inspiring about you. You're zilch.
the relationship that we have, the marriage we have, I don't think any of us have ever been happier.
Oh, really? Give it 2 weeks. Has anything changed since the last interview?
So much has changed actually since our last interview. I don't know if you could tell,
Things
but
has changed.
Yeah, we're both welcoming Nick's children. She's going to be having Nick Jr.
They're always touching their baby bumps. They're showing pictures of them out and about. I've seen a ton of pregnant millennials lately. Like let's say if they're at Publix and they're in the drive-thru, not the drive-thru, but the like shopping lane. They're not always touching their belly. These women are always touching their belly because it's fake.
oh, honey.
And I'm going to be having Nicole. We're very excited to both be, having his children. We're excited to welcome 2 new members of the family
Oh, are you?
and having
Those kids are going to have major Danny issues because he's not going to be present.
a baby alongside my mom is the most exciting and beautiful thing. I could have never expected it.
This is weird, man.
Well, and
I love how in like the 1950s they thought the future was going to have flying cars. No, this is one of those.
what's really fun too is that, Nicole will be my granddaughter, my first granddaughter.
Yeah, this is going to be her first granddaughter, and her baby's also going to be my little sibling. So
God, they're so skanky, man.
it's going to be
Your little
super
brother.
exciting.
Who found out that they were pregnant first, it says.
They both kind of found out they were pregnant or almost around the same time.
Yeah, that's why that's fake.
We weren't thinking much of it.
It's showing them throwing up in the toilet. This is so fake.
But we got some tests just to, see, make sure, and
There's nothing worse than when you're going to Walgreens. I had to do this with my ex-fiance because she was always trying to get pregnant, but I would always pull out, but she was always trying to trap me. And there's nothing worse than going to Walgreens and buying the test, and then you have to drive home, and then you're just kind of pacing around the house.
we counted to 3, and Nick flipped the tests over, and they were both positive.
So freaking fake.
Oh my God, we're both pregnant.
That's your reaction? Oh, this is so fake.
Oh my God, we're both pregnant. Oh
You should be crying. You'll both be awful mothers.
my God. Oh my God.
Oh, there's the crying.
Yes.
Yes! Is that what he says when he finishes? Yes!
Yeah, it was like the best moment of my life, honestly.
It was so beautiful.
I thought I was just humoring them. I didn't think at my age I could actually get pregnant again, but
Yeah, because you're not pregnant, honey.
it's a miracle.
Yeah.
Our miracle baby.
It really is.
There's nothing that is less of a miracle than these 2 morons possibly being pregnant.
2 miracle babies. I can't make.
Were you trying for a baby or was it a surprise? Well, we know you didn't pull out.
I mean, we were definitely trying for a baby. I feel like we more
Oh, God, this is so dirty. When they're almost done, they're like, save some for me.
expected Jade, because Dani
Get in here.
already has, she's had 2 kids, Jade and her brother. So we were more like focused on Jade getting pregnant because we haven't
Yeah, that's the important thing.
had kids yet.
Save some of the semen for me, though.
And now we're having 2.
You know, the idea though of Nick and I creating a baby with our love, a combination of the two of us, is really special. So
I want to know who the father of the, because that's the mom talking. I want to know who her like baby daddy is, how he feels about this.
Yes.
It was the most unexpected but beautiful thing, and we were so excited. But
Was it unexpected? You had video cameras when you were filming you checking your pregnancy tests. It wasn't unexpected. This is your whole plan, dummy.
future holds for our two little babies.
and for Jade and I to have the experience of going through this together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's like so beautiful about
Oh, it's so beautiful. A bunch of crying kids with these douchebag moms.
these relationships. Like, people take for granted, you know, the fact that they get to experience something like this. It's such a beautiful thing. Mother and daughter sharing the same husband and baby daddy.
I've often wondered though, like what it would be like getting pregnant on like a porn scene. Like you forget to take a morning after pill and whatever, and it's like, oh, mommy, how did you meet daddy? Well, it was in Santa Fe, New Mexico, in this big house.
You know, it's such a beautiful thing.
It's not often that a mom and daughter are pregnant at the same time, let alone
It's so freaking weird how much this girl looks like my old coworker. I keep thinking it's her.
by the same man, but we wouldn't want things to be any other way.
Could you
Oh, true.
imagine if the babies are born on the same day?
Oh my gosh.
The babies are pretty close to each other.
That's what I'm curious about. So what is it? March. Let's see if these kids pop out in December or even sooner. That's what I'm saying. What is it going to be then? A miscarriage if it's fake?
They are. They're like a week or so apart, but I mean, you never know. It might happen.
You never know.
Do you remember the time you both got pregnant?
To be honest, we have a lot of sex, so it's kind of hard to pinpoint when exactly the baby was born or the babies were conceived.
Yeah.
Because we get it on quite frequently.
It's freaking weird, man. Like, it's weird seeing real life, like, mother and daughter. And, you know, there's those videos. Mom, you're doing it wrong. Let me get in here. But, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is weird when it's real life. Like, I was on one of the websites last night, and the amount of step... I've never had a step parent, and I never will. But I've wondered, like, where did this come from? No pun intended.
But based off of the due dates, we're able to trace back kind of around when it happened.
Yeah, and we film a lot too.
Yeah.
So
We do so much sex.
we almost track it. We think we might have seen when it happened, you know.
He has that voice. He just sounds so freaking stupid.
Yeah.
We film a lot of content.
There is nothing in that brain.
You know, we all
Do you notice how it's the stupidest people that have kids?
do OF. You guys are the blue page. So they might have been on camera.
Yeah.
Honestly.
How far along are you? This is the interesting question because you can't fake a pregnancy forever.
We're in our third trimester.
Yes.
Third trimester, so that means the kid should be popping out soon.
We have a little over a month left.
This is where it's going to be interesting. Are they going to get like a fake prop kid? Have you guys found out the gender of the babies?
So we had our gender reveal just a couple days ago.
I was so psyched. And I found out, I'm having a boy and a little girl.
He wanted
I'm very good at hearing levels because I work in radio, and I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, they have terrible microphones.
boys for sure, but
I got one. I got a boy. And then me and Nicole.
Here they are asking if they have any names picked out. I like this music. Give me a panic attack.
You want to tell?
Yeah, Nick and Nicole. Well, Nicholas. Nicholas and Nicole.
It's the stupidest name. It should be like Joanne and John. It's so freaking bland.
yeah, he wanted the baby boy to take after him, to take his name and be a
Junior.
junior. So Nicholas
Man, these kids, if they are real, are going to get bullied.
Jr. And I'm Nicole, and we're keeping the middle names a secret until birth.
Trust me, you don't have to keep it a secret. No one cares. Next one. Have you done anything to prepare for the birth?
So in preparation,
I mean, from what I've heard from people, it's fun during the whole pregnancy thing, but when the kid comes out crying, like, it becomes freaking real. And what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is if there's any universe where this is true, I'm telling you, right now it's funny to them. It's all hilarious. But this coming out, this baby sound effect I'm trying to load, that's when the humor is going to die. When Nick has to get up in the morning to go to work, or they're trying to make a porno and the kid's crying in the room. That's what I love about people that want to have kids. Like one of my ex's friends like wanted to have kids and then regretted it. It's like, yeah, get a cat. So glad I got a vasectomy. All right, back to the clip.
For the birth, we've been doing some breathing exercises.
Yeah, and we're actually doing a water birth.
You know, they do a lot of breathing in that house.
So
We're doing an at-home birth. We couldn't think of any more intimate way
They're doing an at-home birth because it's fake.
to give birth than in the comfort of our own home.
What is this, the 1930s?
Yes.
And we wanted him to be like a very,
What is it, my grandpa getting born?
very active part of our birthing.
Yes.
we want all you guys to be a part of it, actually, because we're going to be filming it.
You're filming the pregnancy? Who wants to see that? In health class, I love my friend Nick laughing in the background. In health class, we had to watch a video, and it was like of an actual birth, and it was like all hairy down there, and it was like Lindsay Lohan hair. It's gross.
We're going to be filming the
I still can't believe they showed us that in school.
whole delivery live stream. And
Live stream, yo, check it out. We're about to be deadbeat parents, just like Elon.
it's going to be pretty much, you're going to be able to see everything almost. You know what I mean? It's going to
No, thank you, man.
be such a beautiful thing. And everyone gets to participate in it because it's like it's our baby.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I mean? All of our fans and followers too.
If you're a fan of them, you're a loser.
You know, we have the nursery set up, but we also have little cribs alongside our bed so that we're all able to still sleep together. And if the babies wake us up in the middle of the night, we can all be there and take turns and help out.
How do you feel when you found out your mom was pregnant by Nick? I love they misspelled pregnant. It says P-R-E-G-A-N-T, pregnant. What a moron.
So when I found out that my mom was pregnant and by the same man as me, you know, honestly, it was unexpected because, again, we weren't trying at all for
No, you were. You're just having a lot of sex.
a baby, but I just, like, I don't think there was ever a moment in my mind where, you know, I was upset about it. It was pure joy and bliss for me, like, to know
Until the kid comes up,
that I get to carry a baby alongside
then it becomes real.
the woman who birthed me, and that our baby's going to share that, you know, DNA from the same man. And, you know, he's been so supportive and sweet, and
That's freaking weird.
I couldn't imagine things any other way now.
What are your biggest pregnancy cravings? Dick!
I really crave the sweet and salty. And so, I mean, anything from potato chips dipped in ice cream
Weird. My mom's craving was Subway, I guess.
to pizza drizzled with chocolate. I try to get Nick to enjoy it with me, but he's not too much of a fan, I don't think.
It happens at random times. I don't like eating sweets like at 2 a.m. in the morning.
All right, dude. It's called the munchies.
You know what I mean? I'll get it for them, but like, you know, I can't see myself like down in that. I'm trying to stay away from the dad bod. You know?
My biggest craving, which is actually very surprising to me because I hated pickles my whole life, are pickles dipped in like the hot
You like his pickle.
Cheetos. So good. I've been loving spicy. I've been craving sushi a lot, but I've been staying away from the raw fish because, you know, it's not safe. So
Yeah, they've gotten sick one night, and it was bad.
So
There's poop everywhere. Like one of our scenes.
you know, I think both of our after birth meals might be some, you know, some raw sushi,
Oh, yeah.
some deli sandwiches, all the things we couldn't enjoy when we were pregnant.
Well, for me, being
Alcohol and cocaine.
pregnant, it's a little bit harder this time around, being a little bit older. But I mean, in some ways, it's like riding a bike. And
This acting is freaking terrible. It is like riding the bike.
Nick has just been so
You went up and down, around and around, and got pregnant.
supportive. He's just wonderful. I mean, just the other day in the shower, he was shaving both of our legs because, you know,
I wasn't sure where that was going.
It's getting harder to reach down. And I mean, what guy does that, right?
Yeah, he's always there for us. Pregnancy's been tough for me, especially with the morning sickness that tends to last more than just the mornings.
Yeah.
You know, the first trimester was hard, and now that we're in the third trimester, we're just tired all the time.
They don't seem tired. They seem pretty fine. Like, you know when you see an actual pregnant woman and she looks so raggedy? They're lying.
And he does a really good job of taking care of us.
Yeah.
And making sure we have what we need and making sure we're eating healthy for the babies.
Oh, he's such a good dad.
Yeah.
What do you do to make sure both women are equally taken care of?
So something
Share the sperm.
I've been doing since we've been pregnant. I usually take them on separate dates. And now, for the most part, we do everything together.
It's so weird how much this looks like this girl I used to work with. It's freaking off-putting.
So the babies could bond. You know, I play my Jamaican music so the babies could, you know,
Hell yeah.
feel the culture and where we're coming from.
Culture.
We're going to have some mixed babies. But we want to make sure that they know the culture from both sides of the family, you know what I mean?
Well, since we're having, you know, 2 mixed babies, my mom and I have been taking braiding classes. You know, we wanted to be able to do the baby's natural hair, and we want them to grow up appreciating their culture.
Why are they? They're always touching the belly because they're afraid the basketball's going to come dripping down.
And knowing that they're beautiful the way they are. And so, you know, we learned how to braid. We learned how to do all sorts of little hairstyles for mixed babies.
Nick and Nicole.
Yeah.
And we've even been practicing on his hair. Do you want to show it off?
We did this.
Yeah, we've
They braided his hair. What a bunch of morons.
been practicing. So we're getting pretty good at it.
Okay. How have you been through, Dani, how have you been there for Jade since her first pregnancy? So that's the mom talking about the daughter.
Oh, I've had so much fun being there for Jade and kind of showing her the ropes, explaining what to expect. You know, there's that book, What to Expect When You're Expecting. She doesn't need that because she's got me. So kind of letting her know each month, each trimester, you know, what's ahead.
Yeah, I've definitely gone to her a lot. Like, is this normal? I mean, the first time the baby's got the hiccups, that was scary. And feeling the baby kicking, all of that was an adjustment. But she reassured me that all that's normal. And, you know,
We would have definitely been super scared if we didn't have Dani.
Duh.
Pretty much, you know, experiencing this with us.
Dani, is like pregnancy like when you had your daughter?
You know, I think this pregnancy, you know, again, I'm more experienced. I know what to expect. I've got such a supportive partner. And,
Man, their microphones are freaking terrible. It's going like this.
you know, going through it with Jade makes it that much more special. So...
I will say though, you know, given that she is a little bit older now than, you know, she was when she had me, I think she was a little more worried that the health of the baby,
initially.
wouldn't be, you know, perfect. But we've been going to extra doctor appointments, and they've been super reassuring. The baby appears to be completely healthy.
Yes.
And we're expecting 2 perfect, healthy deliveries. So.
Has your doctor commented on your situation?
You know, we were so lucky to find a very progressive, open-minded OBGYN.
Yeah, he's like, just, you're paying me a lot of money, whatever.
Who we schedule our appointments back to back, and he's been nothing but really supportive.
Yeah, he's super supportive.
We actually had to
Super bad.
switch doctors pretty early on, because our first doctor wasn't so
I forgot about that.
supportive and
I think I blocked it out.
understanding
Yeah, he's like, you're kind of skanky.
of our situation, of, you know, and we just didn't want.
He didn't like when couples date outside of their race, you know?
Yeah.
He was more like you gotta stay with your race type of guy. And I
Was he, or was he thinking you guys were doing a publicity stunt?
didn't like that. At first he said it to me like, why are you with 2 Caucasian women and a mom and a daughter? Yeah, this guy was like literal real life Dr. Umar. And so we got a new one right now, and he's been a lot better. And he's been super supportive of the relationship.
Yeah.
Do you think Nick will be a good dad? I don't.
I think Nick is going to be an amazing dad. I mean, already the babies aren't even here, and he like sings to our bellies. It is so sweet.
I'm going to be a deadbeat dad because this is all freaking fake.
They're going to come out loving him so much and appreciating. You know, not everyone out there is lucky enough to have an amazing father figure.
Yeah, she's talking about the fact that she has daddy issues. You can see it in her freaking eyes.
And I know our babies are never going to know what that feels like to not have that because he's always going to be there. And
the support system is insane because they have 3 parents. You know what I mean? Instead of 2, which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's a lot of headache though.
And everyone else is you guys.
Do you hear those levels? That microphone's terrible. Sounds like, okay, I'm going to turn this up for a second. Sounds like this. What are you doing?
Be raising them with us as well. So they have like a huge support system.
I totally see what Howard Stern says when he talks about podcasts, how everybody should not have one because some people do not know how to make it sound good. What are you guys looking forward to with the babies?
well, I'm really looking forward to seeing Nick like kind of show his culture to our babies. And
Hell yeah, yo, 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 yo. What the hell does that mean?
And, you know, to take them back to Jamaica and show them the way that he was raised, because I know that we're going to be raising them.
We'll get pretty high and leave the kid at the hotel room while we go out partying.
Very different, granted that we're in the U.S., than he was raised. And I really want the babies to be in touch with his roots, so I'm very
What roots? A bunch of cloud-chasing idiots?
very excited for him to bring them there and show them what, you know, his growing up life is like. What about you?
I agree wholeheartedly with that, but you know, also
Of course you do. This is all freaking fake.
having little Nick Jr., he's just such a fashion stud. I'm so excited to see our little boy, you know,
Yeah,
dressed
dripped
with,
out.
oh my
Dripped
gosh.
out.
And I
He
know
looks
he's
so
going to be
cute.
so protective of our little girl. He's not going to let her out of his sight. So,
It says here, what part of the Jamaican culture can you not wait to teach?
I'm definitely taking the kids to Jamaica. Like as soon as they could fly out, you know what I mean? Because that's where I'm from. That's where I grew up. I think growing up in Jamaica made me into the man I am today. You know what I mean?
I just,
Like the humble beginnings.
there's nothing humble about you.
And it's such a beautiful island as well. I definitely got to bring both the boy and the girl there for sure, as soon as possible. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. The food, the culture, everything. I'm teaching them everything.
Why does their friggin' microphone sound like an AM radio? A bunch of morons.
About Jamaica.
So what kind of relationship are the kids going to have with everyone?
so I just want our babies to grow up and know that, you know, nothing about our dynamic is weird or unconventional. They're going to grow up
It's the definition of weird and unconventional.
and feel so much love that I don't think they're ever going to question any rules or, you
Shut
know,
up.
what's normal, because this is going to be their normal, and they're going to feel so much,
This is not normal. Trust me. We know you have raging daddy issues, and it's a problem.
you know, love and support from every direction. You know, we're all going to raise them together. So, you know, when Danny's going through it or not feeling the best, of course, I'm going to be taking care of Nick as well, little Nick Jr. And she's going to do the same for Nicole. It's essentially as if we're both the parents. I mean, even though that, you know, dynamic is not the way
Yeah,
most
like-
couples are.
From the outside looking in, it looks weird.
Of course it does.
And it's like, wait, what are they doing? But when you try and you're living it, you see that there's so much love and support. Like it's coming from everywhere. You know
Whatever.
what I mean?
I've had enough. If you guys are watching this video, those freaking 3 porn stars that are a bunch of morons, we know you're a bunch of lying hacks. And if anybody fell for it and thought that was real, you are kind of stupid like them.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHappyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.